Next up, we're going to have Morgan Ballman and Josh Cobbs with Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods is a corporate sponsor of COYBL, and I'm sure a lot of you have taken advantage of the COYBL sale days. It's enabled us to save a lot of money. Plus, each year they've been able to donate some money to the league, and we pass that along in early registration deductions off your registration fee. So here's Morgan and Josh. Thank
you. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for giving us a couple minutes. We won't take much of your time. We just wanted to say, first off, we love this partnership. We're grateful for you guys. Hopefully the money we provide has helped some of you in the room with your early registration discounts. And there's other ways that we can help as well. So we provide our financial support at the league level, but we know that a lot of you have fundraisers throughout the season, or tournaments, or silent auctions, or whatnot. So if you guys have any of those and you would need some gift certificates or things that you could use to purchase items for a silent auction, or for prizes, or for whatever it is that you're fundraising for, feel free to submit those. You can go to dix.com/community and fill that out, and we'll be happy to get you some gift certificates that can help you with some of your fundraisers. I mentioned last year, for those of you that were here, we acquired 80 Star, if you're familiar. I've got some catalogs if you want to find me after. So it's basically like any other warehouse or catalog baseball company. But if you guys have any equipment needs, we're happy to help you with that. Like I said, I've got some extra catalogs, so feel free to grab one from me. I'm sure Doug has informed you about your shop day for this year, for the spring. It's going to be the first weekend in March, so March 2nd and 3rd at all the Central Ohio Dick's locations. So the coupon is 20% off your total purchase across the store. So hopefully you can gear up for the season at a discounted price. But we actually have some really exciting updates this year that Josh is going to talk about in our stores. So hopefully you'll notice those when you come in that first weekend in March.
All right, good morning, folks. My name is Josh Cobbs. I'm the district manager for the Columbus market. So one of the things that I want to talk about really is what we're doing with baseball coming up in 2019. So the company has made some serious investments in our product lines. So what you'll see when you start coming into the stores over the next couple of weeks is really an expanded assortment that's geared more to the enthusiasts and the travel player. So you'll see that specifically with gloves and with bats. As it relates to USSSA, USA, and specifically the youth bats and the BB Core assortments. So typically last year, the average store had about 30 linear feet dedicated to bats. This year we bumped it up to 80. So you'll see that in every store that you visit with us. We've also increased the assortment as it relates to what we consider pro stock gloves, so our high-end gloves, like the A2000s, the Heart of the Hides. We've added Marucci into our assortment this year, so we've added a lot of high end, and then we've expanded the Gold Glove series too. Also, from an enhanced experience, one of the things we're really excited for you to see and introduce is in 3 of our locations, we've installed a HitTrax batting cage. So anybody ever use a golf simulator? Got in there, take your swings? So the best way I can describe it is it's like a golf simulator for a baseball bat. So what we're really looking to do is to narrow down the decisions for your kids to help them make the best and most informed decision as it relates to bats. So we'll put your kids in this cage, and they'll be able to try out as many bats as they want, and then they'll have a ton of technology involved that will tell them everything from bat speed, swing speed, your slugging percentage, your batting average. You can actually get in there and choose if you want to go in and try to hit a home run at a Yankee Stadium. You can do that. So you can choose any stadium across the country. But just some really cool things we're doing with the technology. The 3 locations we're going to have these set up in are Dublin, the store over at Easton Gateway, and the store up at Polaris Fashion Mall. So 3 of our bigger stores. But we're really excited for your partnership. Really appreciate your business, and really looking forward to the season coming up. When we get out of winter and get out of this weather, and we can proceed with the spring season. So thank you very much. Appreciate your business.
I'm going to invite Terry and Kristi to come up. Terry and Kristi is going to talk about the BrockStrong Foundation. It's been active for how many years now? 4 years. I'm sure some of the newer people might not know exactly the background of BrockStrong, but we're going to give Terry and Kristi the opportunity to present that, and they also offer scholarships to COYBL teams.
Hey, we'll be brief here, but I figured out this morning that this is my 11th year in COYBL. God blessed us with 2 sons. One is in college right now, and the other one was Brock Johnson, who passed away in 2015, and he played 7 years of COYBL, and probably some of the biggest highlights I can ever imagine as a parent is watching him play baseball. So I've never really thanked Doug publicly for having, like all the divisions you have, the BrockStrong is named after our son. And there's nothing better than having your son's name remembered, having your son's name out there for all people that we can actually come out and tell this story. So it's pretty awesome, and thanks, Doug, for allowing us to be that. But we love COYBL, and we've been doing this for a long time. We're actually coaching, I'm a U11 Eastside Irish team now. I'm the only Eastside Irish team anymore, just because we loved it. So we're coming back through a second time with no kids on the team. It's a lot better than having kids on the team. So Brock was an awesome kid, and this is my wife, Kristi, and I just kind of wanted her to tell you about Brock.
Thank you. I brought a little visual for you so you can see how cute he was, but this was Brock. And Brock was just an awesome kid. I know some of you out here knew him, some of you had seen him play. He was little, but he was awesome. And so you would see him and you would think he was really young, but he was really the same age as everyone else. So he just really drew people to him. I know y'all think everyone has great kids. He was just something special. If you met him, you remembered. If you saw him play, you would remember. And when he passed away, he had health issues his whole life, but you didn't really know about it because he didn't act like it. He never complained. He always was, he was very competitive, but he'd be the first one to come over if you got hurt or something or congratulate you. He was just awesome. So when we had his memorial service, it was in a football stadium, and there were over 4,000 people there, and we were shocked, like, oh my gosh. And so we just kind of looked at each other and said, he had this impact in 14 years of life. What would he have done if he would lived to be 30 or 40 or 50? And we decided we were going to carry that on. So we started our foundation. And we do lots of good things. You can look us up on Facebook or whatever. We do about high school scholarships. We do $1,500 at Children's Hospital every single month with the patients and the families. And anytime we hear a need, we just like to try to fill it and just be a light in the world, because there's just not a lot of that out here. It's kind of a mean world. But what we're doing right now is baseball scholarships. Hopefully you've seen it. We give away 6 scholarships for $500 to any coach that's eligible. You can't have your team mom do it. It needs to be the coach, because we want to see how you're going to instill BrockStrong qualities. So that may take a little bit of work. If you don't know Brock and this is the first time that you've heard of it, you may not know what that means. And we want it to be a little work because we're giving you $500. And so you have to go on and maybe read about him and then write us an essay and tell us, this is what I'm going to do to instill BrockStrong qualities. Because baseball, by definition, is a game, and games are supposed to be fun, and we're all competitive. I'm super competitive. We all want to win, but sometimes it gets the best of us. And when baseball is no fun because of you as a parent or a coach, shame on you, you should be a part of it. And I can say that because I know, I don't take it for granted. And you know, you're riding home with your kid or someone and you're so hard on them. I would give anything to be riding home with my kid after a baseball game. So just try to keep that in perspective. It's easy to do sitting here in this auditorium, a little harder when it's hot and you're losing or whatever, a big tournament. But just try to keep that in your mind and apply for our scholarship. It's easy. A lot of you have won it already. I see some people out here that have won it. You can do whatever you want with it. We don't care. We're just trying to help out. We have a baseball tournament Labor Day, and it's awesome. We do a lot of different things in it, and it's also a good time. You have a new team. You can see what you have at Labor Day. And if you win the scholarship, you get $50 off of our registration fee. And it sells out every year. So that's my plug for that. But thank you guys, and I hope you all have a great season. And just remember, it's supposed to be fun.
And the last thing I want to say is, since Brock passed away, we created this foundation in 2015. We've given away about $440,000 back to our community. Nationwide, Children's Hospital, travel baseball, and the community are the 3 legs that the BrockStrong Foundation is based upon. So what we always try and do in a situation like this is expand our knowledge base. So if you know of someone that has a need, whether it's a baseball need, a financial need, somebody in children's hospitals, somebody that needs help, you can get in contact with us through our Facebook page, the BrockStrong Foundation. We can always say no, but most times we do say yes. We don't have all the money in the world, and we can't change the world, but we're going to change what we can. So if you know of a need that we can help, please let us know. Get in contact with us. We're a pretty small shop. We've got 10 board members, including Kristi and I. So if you're getting a hold of the BrockStrong Foundation, you're getting a hold of Terry and Kristi. So if we can help you out in any way, please let us know. Please get in touch with us, because quite honestly, we'd like to spend more money in the baseball community, but it's kind of hard to find out and figure out where the needs are. So if you can help us expand that, we'd certainly appreciate it. So thank you for your time.